It looks like the major studios are ganging up on a particular AI company and suing them for intellectual property infringement. For those of you who don't know, I am Dave, 10 plus year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from patents, trade secrets, trademarks, as well as copyrights. And Disney, Warner Brothers, NBC has ganged up on a Chinese AI company called Minimax. Now, for those of you who've been following me for any length of time, you know how I feel about Chinese companies. Seems like a lot of times, if it's a Chinese company involved in a lawsuit as a defendant, hey, my take is they probably did it. But let's not jump to conclusions this time, even though I'll say, a big three in Disney, NBC, as well as Warner Brothers. This one is AI company. And AI companies, man, they kind of been in the news lately for this intellectual property infringement, in this case, copyright infringement, but they've been in the news for trademark infringement, copyright infringement, for allowing access or generating these copyrighted and protected works to their, to the customers. I think Anthropic, they just literally settled a $1.5 billion lawsuit to authors for copyrighting their books. In this case, Minimax, again, Chinese AI company, is being sued for copyright infringement by a number of big studios. So let's kind of pull up the article here and go through it, and let's see if Minimax is deservingly in the news. And please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. This is fresh off the press, man. Today is the 18th. This is September 16th, so a couple days ago. And this is in Variety. Disney, Warner Brothers, NBC, sue Chinese AI company Minimax, alleging it pirates and plunders studios' copyrighted works on massive scale. So they seem like this is kind of big business. I wonder, man, at some point, one of these kind of AI companies going to get hit with the RICO. Let's see here, though. Disney, Warner Brothers, and NBC Universal are taking legal aim at another AI company that they allege is massively ripping off their intellectual property. On Tuesday, the three media companies filed a lawsuit against Minimax, a Chinese AI company that is reportedly valued at $4 billion. But I tell you what, man, these AI companies are making some money, or at least have some high evaluations. So alleging willful and brazen copyright infringement. According to the lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court of California, District of California, Minimax disregards U.S. copyright law by treating the studio's copyrighted characters as if those were its own. Minimax operations, I'm not sure what that, Halo AI, a Chinese artificial intelligence image and video generating service that pirates and plunders plaintiffs' copyrighted works on a massive scale. The company said in a lawsuit filed on Tuesday. Minimax markets Halo AI as a Hollywood studio in your pocket. Audacious, self-anointing nickname, given that Minimax built its business from intellectual property stolen from Hollywood studios like plaintiffs. So this is interesting. I've never heard of Minimax. It seems like they're saying that this is a Hollywood studios in your pocket, which is probably not a good thing. And really, this is the importance, particularly as this AI stuff becomes so prevalent, of owning intellectual property. Because regardless of the AI, if you don't give authorization to these AI companies to use your copyrighted works, to use your trademark works, you can go after them for intellectual property infringement, in this case, copyright infringement. So just because you have AI, they have to get your permission to generate for your customers these protected works, these intellectual property, copyrights, trademarks, so forth and so on. So again, having intellectual property is important, more now than ever, as these AI companies cannot use your work or regenerate your work without getting your authorization. So, and again, to get your authorization, a lot of times there's some money involved, man. We call that a royalty in my field. So let's kind of finish up here, or at least get back to it. So it seems like this Halo AI is a Hollywood studio in your pocket. That just seems like something bad is going on. The lawsuit continued. The Halo service offers its subscribers an endless supply of infringing images and videos featuring plaintiffs' famous copyrighted characters. Minimax completely disregards U.S. copyright law and treats plaintiffs' valuable copyrighted characters like his own. So it seems like you're putting in some type of prompt and they're regenerating these images of these copyrighted works. So Disney, NBCU, and Warner Brothers have also sued AI startup Midjourney. So, hey man, add them to the list. Like I said, these studios, they are coming after these AI companies for copyright infringements of these characters we all know and love. Disney, NBC, Universal, and Warner Brothers said in a joint statement, we support innovation that enhances human creativity while protecting the contributions of countless creators in the entire creative industry. A responsible approach to AI innovation is crucial. And today's lawsuit against Minimax again demonstrates our shared commitment to holding accountable those who violate copyright laws wherever they may be based. Again, this is actually important. You actually have to, as kind of small time entrepreneurs and creators, you have to kind of tip your hat to these big studios because they're kind of leading this movement against kind of these AI companies that seems like they're growing every day and valuations are in the billions. A lot of them, they are pretty much saying, hey, we're not going to allow you guys to pirate our protected works. In this case, images, whatever the case may be. We're not going to allow you guys to do that without getting authorization from us. To the extent that you do that, we are going to sue you guys for copyright infringement and really kind of get this in front of the courts. Because once the judges rule in favor of these studios, now it becomes precedent. And that kind of sets the tone for kind of little guys like you and I to kind of come after and hold these AI companies responsible for the same thing that the big companies do. So they are really kind of fighting for us all and kind of spending that money so that we can go after them and go after these AI companies and really not have to spend a lot of money or kind of have a more or less open and shut case. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's kind of finish up this article here. The studios provided multiple examples of Minimax alleged infringement along with images. For example, if a Minimax subscriber submits a simple text prompt requesting the character Darth Vader in a particular setting or doing a particular action, Minimax generates and displays high quality downloadable images and videos featuring Disney's copyrighted Darth Vader. Do they have one in their lawsuit in this article? A copy of the lawsuit is available at this link. I'm not going to pull up the lawsuit. In their lawsuit against Minimax, which is based in China, Shanghai, the studios allege the company failed to act on their cease and desist request to avoid copyright infringement. So it seems like Minimax disregarded them boys, which is not surprising from a Chinese company. Minimax, which has attracted millions of subscribers and is now reportedly, that's crazy, man. The media companies allege in the lawsuit that Minimax could easily stop its theft and exploitation of plaintiffs' intellectual property and say other AI image and video generating services have instituted copyright protection measures. So it seems like some AI services has what's the name. So I'm not going to kind of finish this lawsuit. You get the point here, and just kind of to finish up or kind of hammer home the point, seems like you go to, at least in this case, Minimax, you say, hey, I want, say, 1 million, or I want, and this, as an example, illustrated Darth Vader, and I want him chilling on a beach. Again, just because they reproduce Darth Vader chilling on a beach and some additional information, the fact that they're using a copyrighted character or image logo, that being Darth Vader, that's still copyright infringement. And to be honest with you, it's probably trademark infringement as well. So again, man, just because these AI platforms, these AI tools are regenerating, particularly on the image side of things, if that image is protected via copyright, you can go after that AI company. Obviously, these big 3 companies, NBC, Warner Brothers, and Disney, is tag teaming to go after Minimax. So again, just kind of know your rights. This is the whole point of this channel, making sure you understand what you can protect as it relates to intellectual property and knowing that you can go after these AI companies and have success, regardless that they're here domestically or in this case, Minimax being overseas in China. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. Let me know. Have your copyright protected images or whatever the case may be, have that been regenerated, infringed by one of these AI companies? If so, how did you kind of go about it? Did you sue them? Did you not sue them? Did they respond to your cease and desist letter? I can guarantee you, or 9 times out of 10, say that if it was a foreign company, they probably, especially in China, they probably did not respond to the cease and desist letter, but you can sue them and have success. So kind of let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.